Good evening. Today we are doing a song in the style of Sammy Virji, and to get in line with the energy of Sammy, I've taken my soma for the day, and now I'm really happy. Right, let's stop silly arsing about, guys. Let's get into it. Lovely. Let's run it from the top.
I've been chasing dollar signs. I can feel your ghost. I can feel your body type soon as I get home. Put my body on you one more time. I've been on my own, working up another time. I can feel your ghost. I can feel your body type soon as I get home. Put my body on you one more time. Chasing dollar signs, I can feel your ghost. I can feel your body time soon as I get home. Put my body on you one more time. I've been on my own, I've been chasing dollar signs. I can feel your ghost. I can feel your body time soon as I get home. Put my body on you one more time.
All right, let's get into it. So we are in C minor. We're starting off with held chord. This is sort of acting as a bit of an ambience. So I've got this choir plugin, which is a free plugin called the Mayor Choir, and it's a family who just recorded themselves and created a plugin from it, and it's super cool. But we're just starting with an E flat and a G, so that's a E flat major. And we're just going to hold that throughout this whole section. And then we've got these little oohs. So this is the original sample for those oohs. And I just stuck that into a sampler, and then we changed the glide to portamento, about 300 milliseconds. I've taken the attack up a little bit as well, and then got a bit of OTT, bit of compression on there, a bit of delay. So we're playing the B sharp, the C, and the G. And the reason I've got this A flat here is so we can glide into that first note. And I've got another sample that's very similar, doing the exact same thing. Both are panned hard left and right, so it feels like it's a little bit more natural. Feels like a bit of a choir rather than one sort of static sample.
I can feel your ghost. I can feel your body time soon as I get home. Put my body on you one more time. I've been on my own, working up another time.
Because these sections are quite sparse, I felt like I needed to add some interesting effects, like organic-y kind of effects. So we've got these playing in the background. It's got that vinyl kind of thing. And then this sort of metallic sound. And then we have this loop here. Just acting as an ambience, and I've pitched it so it fits with these chords here. And then I've got some chimes as a transition, so it sort of adds to the etherealness of the whole of the sound. And then for that little transition, I put these little bells in as well. So that is literally just a little run of a C minor 7, starting on the 7, down to the 5th, down to the 3rd, down to the 1. And then I've got a delay on there, and it's 100% wet. So it just gives it that real nice Tinkerbelly kind of sound. And this is just a patch that I found, Church Bells by Cymatics. And then so we introduced the Reese. We're going from the A flat to the C to the F. Then we've got some little bridge notes here, and then the A flat to the C to the F. So that's our main chord progression in this section. And I've actually used Massive for this. I've been using Massive a little bit more for drum and bass kind of sounds. This is literally just 3 sine waves. This 1 sine wave down the middle, and then these 2 sine waves, which are fine-tuned up and down by 30. And we've got the intensity much lower. Oscillator 2 and oscillator 3 are going into high pass. So this oscillator 1 is is the sub. And then these two oscillators have a little bit less of that low end, so together. And then just on top of that, I put more of a crunchy sounding Reese. So just a saw wave. And I'm just automating the cutoff. So this bottom half just stays static, and then this top one is where it gives it our movement.
Working up another time, I can feel your ghost. I can feel your body time soon as I get home. Put my body on you one more time. I've been on the go, I've been chasing dollar signs. I can feel.
Let me just introduce this little loop that I've chopped up. Just a little UKG loop and then a shaker on top of that.
Ghost. I can feel your body time soon as I get home. Put my body on you one more time. I've been on.
So in this little section before the drop, we take out a lot of our elements. So all of our effects, apart from this one here, which is a little vocal shot. So we have this nice little gap before the drop, and then when the drop comes in, it feels like it hits much harder.
I've been on you, been chasing dollar signs. I can feel your ghost.
So we just have a 4 to the floor kick. And I've taken a little bit of the high end out of that, so it's a little bit more stompy, and the tops of the drums are doing a lot of the high end information. So I didn't want to like clutter it up too much. Then we've got this snappy clap, just to get that transient right at the start. And then we've got a clap with a little bit of a low body, a bit more garagey sounding. And then we have a hat on the offbeat. And we have a fair amount of ghost perks doing a lot of swing. So I've got 2 of these perks on this channel here. So this is where we're getting loads of our swing. And this time I've put it a little bit before the beat. So here it might be without any swing. But I've just put it before, so it gives it a bit more of a rushed feel and makes the skippiness like really pop out when you push it before the beat rather than behind. And with this perk here, I've shortened it as much as I can, so we're only really wanting the transient. So it doesn't need to be so long because it doesn't have to sort of overlap and get in the way of the mix. So just having it really short, you still get that rhythm, but without it sort of eating up bits of the mix. And then we've got this open hi-hat at the end of the phrase. And then a little bits of these perks that I've taken from this loop that I chopped in the first half. So all those perks and the swing on them, which is the thing that gives this so much energy. So without those perks, and with, and then the second half, I just introduce some more hats that are sort of acting as perks as well. So again, we're just adding to that rhythm on this second half. And changing the samples as you go on really helps to keep that track sounding alive. So you're not just having that same sample doing all of these rhythms, switching up a little bit, so it makes it sound much more exciting. So all of those drums together in the second half. And then to really keep the energy going in this drop, I've got a kickstart on the vocal. So the pre-bit of the drop, we've got no kickstart. And then it kicks in when our drop hits. So we're effectively sidechaining it to the kick. If we didn't do that, it doesn't have that real pumping effect. And with the Reese, we change notes a little bit in this section. So we're going from the C, so we're starting on the 1, going to the A flat, to the E flat, up to the G. And then we've got these little bridge notes as well. And then the second time round, we start on the A flat and go up to the C, and then keep the second half the same. So with this little section, it's not always the same. We're just changing these first 2 round on our second time round. And it's a super simple patch. It's just a sub and then a saw wave on top of that with 2 unison, detune about 0.2, and then a little bit of EQ, a bit of compression, and that is literally it. And then to make the second half of the drop a little bit more interesting, I just cut little bits of this vocal up. So we've got the same sort of filler phrases through here. and then I'm just putting these oohs in there, so we just make it a little bit different, because we've had pretty much the same melody happening throughout the whole of the song. So once we get here, you can feel like you get a bit tired of it, so it just needed something different to switch it up. And there we have it, Sammy Virji. What an absolute king of the UK. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for watching. I do hope it has helped. And love to your mothers.